What's going on? Randon Bopp here. Here to talk to you about magazine I created. $20, you can get your copy. If you want it shipped, just $5. That's it. It costs $5.50 to ship, so say 50 cents. But no, yeah, I had over 50% sales sold already. So those of you who have bought it already, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If those of you who want to buy it, just let me know. Hit me up on comments below, or if you're on Facebook, Instagram, anything like that, let me know, message me, and I'll get you a copy. But I had a few people ask me some questions about this and the different events I went to during 2020. All this was created in 2020, right? As it says, I'm creating a documentary, The Viral Effect 2020. Pretty self-explanatory. It's about COVID and all the protests that happened in 2020.
Today, the World Health Organization officially announced that this is a global pandemic.
Weirdest St. Patty's Day ever.
Currently, we are shut down.
The funny thing is like they shut your bar down, they shut your restaurant down, and then they still send you your liquor license renewal for 2 stacks literally the day after.
Figured I answered some of these questions for those who had it, and if there were any future ones, hopefully they'll be answered. If not, again, just comment down below. I'll answer any questions that you have. But we'll get to the magazine. This cover is actually from one of the protests. It was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a Black Lives Matter protest. If you know Pittsburgh, it was the Smithfield Bridge. We were crossing that, and the state police were there. There was actually 5 of them. There's one right where my hand is moving right now, and then one again where my hand was moving. So there's 5 of them total, and a lot more cars too. So yeah, that's that. We'll go. I'm not going to show you every single page. Like I said, it's on sale. You can buy it. It's $20. That's it. So you can look at the whole thing, and you can take your time to look at it too. Things like that. But we'll go to the first page. Nothing crazy. You got the cover page, which just has my production company, and then this was the first. It was in March 19th, 2020 is when I started doing everything. So each page kind of has the date and what things were. This is when we didn't really know what was going on, what mask would do, anything like that. So there's just a guy, kind of try to show you there, just walking around, no mask, bare city, you know, just an empty old city. That's it. Skip through this. There's a couple more pages of just empty streets, things like that. When you get the magazine, I'll show you a quick little thing. There are these full pages that you can get. So I do sell 8x10s, and this is one of the 8x10s I sell. Those are $10 each. So kind of if you want to buy a magazine, you can also have a bigger photo than an 8x10, and you're getting it cheaper. All you gotta do is just take these staples out. See, teaching you tricks already of how to save money. Nah, just kidding. But can do that if you want. I don't mind. here's a page in 4/5/20, right? This is when this was taken. These people are, oh, we'll try to get it in focus. There we go. Waiting in line. Again, like I said, we didn't really know what COVID was or how it was really spread. So I don't know if you remember waiting in line outside trying to get your food, or this was, I believe, Lowe's, trying to get any wood or anything like that. We also have, I believe it's AMC Theater down here. Completely empty. Over here you got the subway empty, and right there, kid on his cell phone, headphones, and a mask on. Figured that pretty much described 2020 in a whole. I'll show you another big page. I'm not going to show you every single full page one, but this one's pretty funny, right? We all remember that. The scare of getting toilet paper, and this guy was at Walmart. He had 2 packages. Thought it was a pretty good moment to capture. Kind of skipped this. These are more in-store, things like that, but I'll show you the parks. If I don't know if you saw them or not. Whoops, there we go. I think I can see it. Kind of covering my face, but hopefully you can see it. Basketball hoops were covered with wood, making sure no one would play basketball. This here was the first protest I actually went to. I called it a rally and a open up the state rally, I would say, or a protest. The reason I say that, there were, you can see in there, Trump flags, don't tread on me flags. A lot of people were actually driving by with their Trump flags, things like that. But yeah, very interesting. This guy actually, he has his Trump hat on. I don't know if you can see that, but it was a very mixed. Someone asked if there's a few events that I was worried of going to. This one I knew there wasn't going to be any mask. One of the pictures had no mask or something like that. Freedom, whatever it was. I was someone with a mask on. I had a camera in my hand. Luckily, at this point, the whole media thing wasn't a big deal, so I was safe there. The mask part, people did give me looks, but it wasn't a big deal, so I wasn't too worried. Big crowd though, very big crowd. You can see in the magazine one of the pictures of the crowd. More just city pictures. One with a bridge. The media is the virus. Has a picture of that in there. Not one of my favorite quotes, but you know, it's what was going on, so let them be. Got some more, which is people walking around, and this goes date by date, so you can check that out. We'll go to Black Lives Matter protest. This was the very first one in Pittsburgh, and big turnout, right? And let me just tell you, I know there was the riots, there was different things like that. I can promise you the leaders of the Black Lives Matter were not the ones doing the rioting and things like that. It was another group. I was there on both ends whenever the riot happened and everything. I was able to get this. This is my #1 selling picture. And whenever all this was happening, the leaders of the Black Lives Matter, they actually were coming around and they were just asking us to stop taking pictures, to stop doing video. It's not part of their protest. This isn't what they wanted. And then that's when the whole other crew came in. And I got video of just like kids spray painting the anarchy sign and the hammer and sickle, things like that all over the place. Even on, and then Rebel, right? On, that's the Mario Lemieux statue of Heinz Field, and that's the cop car burning again. But yeah, I can tell you it was not the Black Lives Matter leaders that started it, so let's get rid of that rumor for sure. Not true. Here's some of the aftermath pictures. All right. All boarded up. I'm sure you guys remember a lot of this. Just remember, 2020 was one of the craziest years. I'm glad I documented all this when it started. Here's another really cool event. It was the White Coats for Black Lives. And it was at UPMC. A very cool event to cover. Some more protests. There was a lot that I went to, probably about, I would say 4 or 5, something like that. I usually don't go to protests, but this year was a lot different to me. One of these protests was where Trump rally met the Black Lives Matter. So as you can see, they were prepared. They had people in riot gear, and yeah, it was something, that's for sure. This event, not scary in the sense I felt physically worried or anything. I did get a few comments just because I was taking pictures of Trump boats. I just thought it was different. Trump rally with boats, so I took pictures. Someone was just like, oh, you're looking for Biden boats out there, good luck, you ain't gonna find them. I guess because I'm wearing a mask and I have a camera, I was automatically voting for Biden. So, I mean, that's really all I got. And then there was a lot of just back and forth argument between Trump supporters and Black Lives Matter. So it wasn't anything crazy. Did go to a drive-in concert, so took some pictures of that. It was the Struts, went with my folks. We needed something, right? Live music is something I'm always into, touring with bands and stuff, so we had to go to something. So we went to that. I did go to Washington, D.C. it was the day after Biden won, and my mom and I took a little day trip to D.C. just to see what it was like, and this is kind of the celebration that happened, and that is what the White House looked like. All right. There's about 3 of those walls, right? 3 of the white walls to the White House. And then these gates that right beside it, right here, these gates, we walked probably, I don't even know, man. It was a long walk. I mean, it should have been a 5-minute walk, and it ended up taking us 20 to 25 minutes just to get to where we wanted to be. So they were all around Washington, D.C. More pictures of that. And then the very last page I'll show you, and I do apologize. So when you do buy this is a misprint. All these are kind of misprinted. You will have this blank page at the end, right? But I mean, there's still back cover. But yeah, the very last thing I went to is a Trump rally, the Stop the Steal Trump Won rally. This was the most dangerous one you could say I was at. Really wasn't bad. Nothing happened to me. Just a lot of words said to me. Again, I had a mask on and I had a camera. 2 big things that they don't like. So I had that on. But I mean, I didn't have any physical threat or anything. One time I think I have footage of it, but I'm on the steps with another cameraman and just a guy comes up with his flag, starts waving his flag in front of us. But that was about it. There was a lot of hatred there, but it wasn't too bad for me. I did talk to another photographer. He went to a few of these rallies, and he said that he did get punched at a couple of them. So I'm lucky I didn't get punched. He did warn me. He's like, "Hey, you have a mask on. You may get punched, just so you know." It's like, okay, thanks. But all was good. The cops were really good there. They even laughed. They're like, "We're tired of this. We're tired of the protests. Just let's get this done with." And they weren't messing around, I can tell you that. So it was cool to see that. But yeah, and then the back is just a nice of Washington and a Native American. They had a little mask on. But yeah, that's my magazine. Like I said, you can order it through me, or if you're on Facebook, Instagram, anything like that. So let me know. I'll get you a copy. It's $20, $5 to ship if you need it shipped. Like I said, you're saving 50 cents. Big deal. But no, so everyone who did buy a copy, thank you. I do appreciate it. And if you're gonna buy one, I want to thank you in advance. I do sign them. A lot of people ask me to sign them, so I will sign them if you want them. If not, you can take them bare. I'm okay with that. Don't worry. But But no, thank you, and everyone just stay safe out there. Virus is still out there. It's still real. Wear a mask. I know it's not what we want to do. Just do it. It'll save lives. It'll get us back to normal quicker. But thank you guys, and I hope you take care. And again, be safe. Thanks.